The question that we've been asked is, let's say you are using the phone and you want to make a phone call from uLaw. Can that be docketed? The answer is absolutely yes. I'm going to make a phone call for Adam Brown from the contact. So the minute I click, it asks me, hey, he has a home phone number and a home fax. Obviously, you're going to call him the home phone number. So it goes back here, you make the phone call, you come back. Now, when you come back to uLaw, what it'll do is it'll tell you, hey, you made a phone call to Adam Brown at this time. Would you like to dock it? The answer is you can just say yes. It'll immediately take you to the docket window where you're allowed to choose which matter, because Adam could have had multiple matters. So you can choose one of his matters. For example, you can choose let's say the truing import matter. You can choose that, and once you've chosen that, you can basically click on this one and say, hey, I want to docket I mean, it already shows your date, time, the billable. So you can just say, hey, how much time you want to docket. You can just say, I want to docket for maybe I'm going to say I want to docket for 10 minutes, right? And billable time. Now it automatically rounds it to the next uh, 6-minute interval. And just say, docket, and it adds a docket. So you could make a phone call for Adam Brown, and it will actually allow you to docket for a matter. What I'm going to do is I'm also going to go inside the Adam Brown client and show you the same feature. So you could either do it from the listing, or you can actually go inside Adam Brown and you can also do the same thing. So in this case, I'm going to go here and call Adam Brown from here, right? I can do the same thing. When I finish the call, I go back to uLaw. It's going to tell me, hey, it looks like you made a phone call. Do you want to docket? And I can just say yes, and then it'll be again another telephone conversation docket. I can again choose the matter, whatever matter I wanted it to be, and just say yes to the docket, and it's going to docket it for me. Now it does put description, saying, what was the phone number it was called, what was the call time. It does all that stuff, and you can just say yes. Okay. Now, another feature that I wanted to show is, let's say you are inside the matter for Adam Brown, and let's go to that matter. I'm going to click on the matter button here, and I go and choose a matter. Let me choose a matter where there is an additional party. I'm going to choose the truing import matter, and let me go to parties. Now in parties, I have a defense counsel, Dobie Porter. Let's say I called Dobie to discuss about this matter. Like, he's my opponent, and I talked to him. I put him as an additional party in this truing import matter, and I click here and I say, hey, I want to call Dobie. Now, when I make the phone call to Dobie and I come back to uLaw, uLaw will tell me, hey, you called Dobie Fire at this phone number regarding the matter for client Adam Brown at this time. Do you want a docket? The answer can be yes, I want a docket. At this time, what it'll do is it'll choose both the contact and the matter for you, basically because it knows that Dobie Potter was actually called from inside the matter, right? It chooses automatically the client and this, and all you need to do is just accept, and it'll even put a description, call Dobie Porter, and the call time was that. So if you call Adam Brown himself from the contact, it will dock it for you. If you call Adam Brown inside, either from the listing or inside the contact, it'll do it for you. But you actually call any additional party, right, for Adam Brown from, his matter inside that, it will also docket that as well, for you. So to summarize, anytime you see a phone button in uLaw, it means you can call. It can be either in the additional parties or it can be in some contact. You could use that and call the person. Now, if it does not have a phone, obviously, it'll tell you like, hey, this person does not have the phone. See, it tells you this contact does not have the phone. But if he has the phone and you make the phone call, when you come back to uLaw, It'll remember the time when you did and say, hey, for Adam Sandler, you made this phone call. Do you want to actually dock it? And you can actually go ahead and dock it. So when you're calling your clients, always use the app and call the client. And when you do that, what you can get is you will get a free docket. That way you save time in putting dockets.